Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. I'm afraid we have a double team killer video for you now. We're looking at an Object 430 being driven by Redoubtable, but the team killer is at a T49. His name is Tumppi, and he's going to kill both Artys. You can see he's rushing off there to do exactly that. Now, I'm going to stop the video here right now, so we can actually then hopefully go in, or we can't go into free camera. Sorry, this is free camera-less. You see the T49's gone over to kill the FB3805. He's just derped him with his howitzer armament, and now he's rushing over to kill the 212A on our team. As you can see, driving over to kill him, and he's just killed him and turned blue, but it didn't ban him at all. But I don't think he's going to last very long, because I don't think the Leopard 1 is very happy. He suddenly realised what's happened, and so has Redoubtable in the Object 430. They realise this guy has absolutely ruined their game for them, because they've got no Arty support whatsoever now. And Redoutable's put a round into the T49, and I think he's going in to do some RAM damage as well. It's another round in. I'm going to send the video to Wargaming. They say in chat the TVP's firing rounds in and finished him off. Absolute idiot in the T49, Tumppi. You've ruined this game for everyone. And there we can see the Batchat 155-55 on the enemy team fired a round in, trying to get Tumppi, I suppose, but he actually hit Redoubtable instead. Well, I think you know which way this battle's going to go, because there's very little hope that they're going to win this one now. They've lost both their Arty, they've lost the T49, they are now very, very short of firepower, and Redoubtable gets hit by an Object 430 in the castle. He's going to try and get close so he can avoid being hit by the E50 and return fire on that 430. The danger is obviously the Batchat 155-55 might try to get involved. And here's the 430, yep, gets slammed by another round, but he fires one back, gets 402 for the 403 that he lost. He's lost his driver as well. He might have to put the driver back in. He's leaving it for the moment just in case the gunner goes down, because that really would screw up his abilities to try and fire on this 430. 430's occupying that corner, you can see, and side scraping, and takes a round, and the return round actually goes into the tracks. So, and unfortunately we've just lost our E50 TP, but we fire another one into the 430 without response, and he's been killed. So we're 4 tanks down on the enemy at the moment. The Leopard 1 and us are doing our best under the circumstances. Or Redoubtable is doing his best. He's got 1.1k of 1.136k of damage. Trying to get a shot on that enemy Leopard. Oh, there's an E3 over there as well. Now, the good thing about the E3 with the fixed gun means that he can only be pointing in one direction at the time. So he either exposes his side to anyone who's shooting from the hill, or he shoots at the hill and exposes himself to Redoutable's gun. Well, the Leopards decided to drive straight into enemy territory. In fact, there's a whole bunch of them gone down there. There's a TVP. In fact, we've left the east side of the map completely open because of all this action with regards to the Arty, and they're circling around behind the enemy, trying to get to the enemy camp. Redoutable's right up against the edge of the map here. The E3 is looking at him, so he's trying to side scrape out, but he's got those buildings in the way, so I think he's reasonably safe that he won't be seen and can sneak around behind the E3. Maybe you get shots on that Leopard. Trying to, but no outline. Might be able to get close to the houses to do that. Okay, we occupy the very south of the map, and it's kind of, well, It's kind of stopped the enemy in their tracks moving forward. They have got a Wizzy 11115 Model 5A near our cap, and he's actually going in for the Object 430 and our Jagdtiger. He's ignoring the cap altogether, but we've still got that Super Conqueror on the hill shooting down on him. In the meantime, Redoubtable, well, he's trying to get to the cap area. Our Leopard went round and he's been killed, so maybe we might be able to get shots on there. Leopard 1. Okay, from here we should be able to get shots on quite a few. There's a Death Star, and he gets a shot into him for 400. Now the alpha of this gun, if I remember correctly, is 390. Yes, it is 390. It's a 122mm gun. Most of the 122s have got 390 alpha. But we're just stopping for a second there because there's only 3 left on the team. No, 2 left on the team now. Just the Jagdtiger and Redoubtable. And so I think there's little hope they're going to win this because there's 10 enemy tanks out there. At the best, it's going to be just like to pick up as many as you can. He bounced around from a Leopard who shot him at the wrong angle. And given the buffs recently, I don't think that's going to happen in the future. Bouncing it, the Leopard will just probably penetrate straight away. But Leopards have got terrible armour. And unfortunately, yeah, very good guns. So he's out the game. The Jagdtiger's out the game, and it's a loss. But that was predictable right from the start because of the team killing. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, there we go. It was a loss. He did do quite well though in terms of win 8, 1-4-1-0. It wasn't totally bad, but all he got was a 5 for effect out of this, and you can see he was in the top end of the table with 2-3-5-4 in the way of damage. High score on his team was the Super Conqueror with 2-6-7-8. And we can see that the high score on the enemy team was that Leopard that came round to try and kill him. 4-5-2-4 he got in the end. There's the team killer. And yep, 2 team kills, 910 hit points of damage to his own team. This is the idiot. If you see him, he's on the EU server. tumppi776 of the T-Bad clan. Yep, he's a team killer. He's an arsehole. So do send him all the HE you can. The moment you see him on the enemy team, then obviously he will realise that team killing your Arty is a very bad move because it just attracts the attention of all other Arty in the game. So from now on, his life is going to be made a misery because everyone will know he's a team killer. Especially if we get the mod made, which will then identify team killers straight away to anyone who wants one. Okay, so that was the end of battle result. We'll have a look at Redoutable's figures. He fired 10 shots, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration, damage of 2,354 hit points, of which 400 were at more than 300 meters. That was the shot on the Death Star. He received 6 hits from the enemy, 4 were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, 1 hit as a result of splash damage from the batch at 155-55. He blocked damage of 780 hit points in total. Damaged 3 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he did get 486 hit points for spotting assist, and earned 23,452 credits on a free-to-play account. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually made a loss, 8,456 credits. He earned 328 base XP, got 56 XP for completing the mission and events, took away 384 experience points in total. But, as I said, watch out for that team killer. Tumppi, that's the one to watch out for. If you see him on the EU server, that guy's an Arty team killer. He deliberately went over without any justification whatsoever, killed the FV3805 and then the 212A directly afterwards. So make sure that guy feels your wrath by receiving as many HE shells onto his vehicle, whichever vehicle he's in, so he knows our displeasure. Thanks for watching.